Greetings everyone, CCX here, welcome back to Bayonetta. In the last episode we ended up taking down the wonderful wind boss, and now in this episode we're going to Route 666, which has nothing to do with Bayonetta's affiliation with witches, okay? It just really doesn't. Anyways, enjoying this very long cutscene, now that I think about it. That's why the loading time is very long.
Bridge in these heels? I don't suppose I can call a cab to get me to the island.
Look alive, people! We have an unidentified vehicle approaching. Close the gate!
I told you there was nothing to worry about.
Mummy! Mummy saved us.
What?
Hello there, Cheshire.
Shit!
Mummy!
It seems your driving is on par with your journalism.
I figured I'd beat you to the island, but the guards had another idea, didn't they? Not really my best plan, huh?
You think you've got me figured out, don't you?
We journalists have to have some detective skills, you know? You're after a gemstone, and that stone has to be in the Ithoval Group building. I'm headed there too.
How odd. You seem to know where I'm going before I do. Yet you don't seem to know how to drive a car in a straight line.
What am I? A chauffeur?
Cheshire, do you have any idea what prolonged walking in this salty air will do to my hair?
Well, I tend to use some product when I go to the beach.
Get down! Put your foot down, Cheshire. I'll take care of our pest problem.
Wonderful.
I'm getting the distinct impression I'm not wanted on that island. But I love it when people play hard to get.
Alright, now it's time for Route 666, and I have to say, trying to get the platinum rank for this verse is a little bit difficult for two reasons. One, it actually has nothing to do with these enemies. First off, since you technically need to be sure to rank up your combos relatively well, you can fall off here. And the thing is, you have to do precision platforming in this section. So, yeah. And the thing is that, like I said, if you fall, you not only have to, well, you don't reset the fight, thank God, but you most likely have to, you take damage. That's all I gotta say. And it's really annoying when you have to be sure to not dodge, roll off the edge of the level. But this is not really my best run of this level. It could have been done a little bit better, but then again, that could be just me saying this entire game in a nutshell. Also, I don't know why I was trying to use the claws. Don't use the claws. Yeah, see, this happens. I literally fall off, and you take a chunk. You don't take a lot of damage, but you take a very good amount that literally can be like you being on death's door. I'm not sure though if you have no health left, that if you just outright die. I never really tested it out. I don't feel like testing it out because that's stupid. Because I'm not that bad at this game. I mean, I am terrible, but I'm not that bad. Anyways, there are 2 more enemies over there, and like I said, trying to precision platforming in this game can be a little bit difficult. And the other thing is, I'm not sure, I haven't really tried it, but I know in Bayonetta 2, you have the ability of descending slowly when you double jump, and when you're about, you can be able to descend slowly. And I'm not sure if it's in this game either. I haven't really tried it, but I don't think that there is. And you know, it could be relatively my fault, but whatever. Anyways, once you've ended up taking down this wonderful boss, you can end up going about your business, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, see, get a gold. Hey. This section, however, you thought verse 1 was annoying? No, verse 2 is a lot worse. You had to fight these wonderful, what is it, these joys, and 3 joys. And the other thing is that you had cars constantly moving towards you in fast, high speed. So you have to not only dodge Joy and their wonderful trifecta attacks, but you also have to dodge cars. And cars, mind you, will get rid of your rank as well. I don't even think these guys can even take damage from the cars, not that I know of, because I don't really see them taking damage. All I know is that they keep whipping the hell out of me. And then I can figure out like any sort of real way of destroying these guys, even though, to be honest, this is the second to last time we are fighting Joys, unless you count section. Look at that! That clearly almost did not touch me. Whatever. I'm not complaining too much, but it's really, really annoying. I don't like this section at all. Verse 2 sucks. Because you're trying not to get hit, and you're trying your best. You really, really are. And there's like nothing you can do. The cars cannot be stopped. The cars are always going to be running at you. And if you're not paying attention with the camera, if your camera is not positioned in a way where you can be able to see where the cars are coming from, you're going to get blindsided and you're going to get hit by the cars. This section is not really good. Then again, you guys are about to see a very, very pathetic death. So, yeah. This is what happens if you don't pay attention.
Damn!
Yeah, that's what happens when if you guys are trying to figure out what the hell happened, that was by far the most easiest quick time event ever. Yeah, it was. But you want to know what happens? I was looking at my recording, making sure everything was fine, and by that time I got hit by the car. I was like, oh, okay. That was embarrassing. Yeah, I wasn't getting a decent rank in this level anyways. Anyways, you want to press the B button, obviously. And now it's time to get on with this vroom vroom. Now, this section is relatively fun. It's basically the highlight of, well, not really a highlight. You have your guns, which is Y. Just press Y. I mean, no, not Y. What am I talking about? X or A. Always press X. Just hold the shoot button. Don't stop with the shoot button. Just keep pressing the shoot button. And you have, you can jump, just not yet, because the game doesn't allow it until you get to a certain point. And then you have the evade. You always want to be using the evade button, because the evade button will literally help you get past these sections here. Because the thing is, if you're too slow, and of course, speeding up is typically like any other racing game where you're technically pushing up to accelerate faster. It's kind of like that. Just think of it as that way. Just always keep pressing up. Do not slow down. You do not need to slow down at all. And you don't take damage from regular cars. You do take damage from angels that are on the field. So be careful. If you want the platinum rank for this area, I think getting hit by any of the cars can drop your rating down. I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that time and combo is a factor, but the combo is not as high as you think, so you don't really have to worry too much. Occasionally, some of the angels will spawn laser grids that you have to also dodge as well. There are also these big guys here too, which I accidentally got hit by because I nicked his feet, but whatever. And relatively, that's really it. And this is actually the entire Route 666 level. It's just basically you on a motorcycle. And this is kind of a very huge breath of fresh air because, you know, this is like, it's just like a reference to Sonic. You know, like the Speed Highway. Well, not Speed Highway. The, I actually forgot what the level was called. The highway where you're playing as Tails and Rouge and you're trying to go after the president. It's kind of like that. You're kind of sort of going after a president, except instead of slow pace and trying to, you know, knock out regular pedestrian cars, you're kind of destroying pedestrian cars in the midst of getting to your destination. And don't worry, they're all the same. That's why they keep spawning all at once. Now this section can be, some people might think that, oh, this section is too boring, all you're doing is this, and nah, not really. I mean, Bayonetta 2 does this again, but in a different way, and I have to say that that way is a little bit better in terms of what it's doing. Here, you're relatively just shooting random cars and the random angels that are on top of the cars, and that's really it. You're not really doing anything else. Sometimes you can get stuck, but don't worry, just keep on boosting. Then there's these wonderful beloved assholes here who will try to impede your progress because they are jokes. And here you can see your rating ends up showing up, but it does not stop the game. You continuously keep going. There's another level that has the same exact thing, except it's not as stupid as this one. So, don't worry. Also do like that you can still see Madame Butterfly's wings. I really, really love that. I mean, that's kind of one thing I like about the Shadow in Bayonetta. And Bayonetta is like, the Shadow is really, really unique in the sense that it shows Madame Butterfly. Which kind of makes me wonder if they ever make like a Bayonetta 3, what they probably should do is, since they, in 2, they kind of, I don't know what I got hit there. I don't know what hit me there, I should say. And, okay. The other thing is that for Bayonetta 3, what would they really do? Considering the ending of Bayonetta 2, and I won't spoil it because there's really no point. I don't want to go ahead and spoil it since I'm going to be doing that game soon too. Not soon, maybe a little bit later, but who knows. And anyways, like, if I wonder what they're going to try to do with Bayonetta 3. And people in the comments, do not spoil anything of what they might do, because if you say anything, it probably is going to spoil it for people who has not seen this game. And you know what? I don't blame people for not being able to actually see this game. It's a game that is only for, like, you know, Xbox 360 and PS3. Not many people owned an Xbox 360 or PS3. People who actually got the chance of actually playing Bayonetta on the Wii U. And most people will say that, oh, Bayonetta is the... I don't know, you can't jump, I guess I just wasn't trying to. That, oh, that the only reason why Bayonetta is being all hyped up is more because of the fact that it's on a Wii U console, and they end up giving all these Nintendo outfits and whatnot to make the game more sellable and all that other nonsense. Yeah, but the thing is, even if Bayonetta was on the PS3 and Xbox 360, you also technically have to take into consideration that if Nintendo did not help Platinum Games or Hideo Kamiya to make this game, I mean, to make the second game, we wouldn't have gotten a sequel. And you people would have probably also complained more about the fact that, oh, we don't have a sequel, but there's like plenty of Devil May Cries and plenty of God of Wars. And it's like, yeah, you know what? Be thankful that this game actually has and gotten a sequel instead of being the game that's only been for one, only had one game and that's about it. Now this section can be a little bit difficult. You have to jump manually and be able to get onto the other roads, but sometimes it can be a little bit finicky, and I kind of get a lot of droppings here. Anyways, back to that example. Some people probably, I'm not sure if anybody agrees with this. Some people will say that the costumes makes the Bayonetta game setting a bit odd and not as attuned to the original game. And the thing is, does it really do that? Like, does the costumes that I've been wearing really impede the game's setting and visual style and also ruins the cutscenes? Not necessarily. Yeah, they maybe change the item collectibles from coins to rubies and have like the sound effects from Link to the Past when you ran the Hyrule outfit, but the thing is, most people like the Nintendo costumes. And sure, Let's Players end up wearing the costumes in their Let's Plays, but you also have to take in consideration that it's their Let's Play, and if they like the costumes and they want to showcase them, they'll showcase them. It doesn't have to be the type of thing that you just omit entirely, because they give it to you in the first try. It doesn't give you any bonuses at all. It's basically what it is. It's cosmetic. That's it.
Holy crap. For fuck's sake, that's overdoing it!
Right! Turn right! Get off the road! I know you don't want me here, but you really could have been more subtle about it.
Gee, Brave, you sure let yourself go. Like, my goodness. You know what? Maybe... I guess that movie deal really hurts you. Anyways, these are Braves, and the thing is, you're probably wondering, like, gee, these guys sure are small. And yeah, you'll be right. I actually don't... Okay, there's one thing I kind of don't like about certain sections of Bayonetta. I don't like the parts where I'm forced to be in witch time, because then it defeats the purpose of me, you know, having my ability to witch time. Anyways, after you taking a few damage, they'll end up fusing together and then become Elemental Hero. Damn, I actually forgot what that Elemental Hero is called. It's the one where you combine Beta, Gamma, and Alpha together. Elemental Hero Vulcan? No, I don't think so. Anyways, Beloved here is actually more aggressive. I mean, not Beloved. Brave is more aggressive than Beloved. But I'm assuming that he's more aggressive because, you know, I can't witch time, so he's faster than me. Yeah, that's very fair. Well, whatever. Anyways, your goal is if you want to actually make Beloved Brave, they all look the same, guys. The only difference is that this guy has a freaking axe. No, actually, no, they're literally the same. It's like two different warriors, and then I got hit because I couldn't combo him. It's like, oh my goodness. And I tried to use the claws and the ice skates, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? It's like, oh, this is so terrible. This is not one of my best fights. It's like, okay, I got hit by the quick time event that was very easy to pass, and now I'm getting caught by this asshole, and it's like, oh man, this is embarrassing. But whatever. Well, luckily enough, this is not like, I don't die. I mean, like I said, I only die to like quick time events. I don't die to anything else. What's wrong with me? But anyways, that ends Route 666. So yeah. You know, seeing that cutscene, it doesn't even look like her model even went inside the portal. It just looks like she was still falling in the water. But yeah, it seems that the portal to Paradiso has opened. It seems that they want to go ahead and meet Bayonetta face to face. Oh boy. Because we all know how Paradiso enemies are. We're going to be on their home turf, meaning they're going to be really trying to kill us. Then again, they were already trying to kill us when they were trying to destroy an entire road. And the thing is, people are fine with this. They do not, these errors do not show up on news. So, yeah, it's a bit odd. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this part of Bayonetta. In the next episode, we'll be going deeper into Paradiso. I've been CCX, and I will see you guys next time. CCX, over and out.